Here's a website that will give us a virtual tour of the Globe Theatre located in London, England. The Globe Theatre is also known as the Shakespeare Globe Theatre and was one of the most famous playhouses of all time. This is the playhouse where William Shakespeare performed many of his greatest plays. It was built in 1599 on the Thames River, and it was the most elaborate and attractive theatre built at the time. The Globe Theatre was built using reused wood. It was built as a large, round, open-air theatre, and it looked like a donut from above. The reason why they have the open space at the top is because when it was Shakespearean time, they didn't have electricity, therefore they had to use the sun to have light. Please follow along and take notes on your graphic organizer about the Globe Theatre. You may pause at any time you need to write something down, or you may go back and listen to it again if you need to. We will now explore the stage inside the Globe Theatre. There is part of the stage that was a rectangular platform that jutted out into the audience. As you can see from the stage, the Globe had 3 stories and could hold up to 3,000 people. The stage had a roof to protect the actors from the weather. There was a trapdoor in the floor. This was where actors who are playing ghosts would rise up on the stage from the area underneath. Behind the stage, there were dressing rooms and business offices for the actors. At the back of the stage, there was a door with a balcony above it. The balcony was used in plays like Romeo and Juliet, but if it was not being used in the play, someone could pay extra money to sit up there. Next, we'll explore the yard. Now we will explore the yard of the Globe Theatre. The base of the stage was an area called the pit, where the people who paid just a penny to stand and watch a performance. This was the only place where it was not covered by a roof, and if it rained, you got wet. Before a play would begin, the first entertainment of the day would be something called bear baiting. This took place in the yard. They would chain a bear in the middle of the yard, and they would release dogs to fight the bear. The people watching would make bets on whether the bear would survive or how long it would take for the bear to die. During the play, these people had to stand, and they were packed tightly together. They were not polite to each other. They were often drunk. They would get into fights during the play, and they would shout things or throw things at the actors on the stage. They usually only did this if they were bored with the play. One person was so bored with a play, they burned one of these theaters down. Here you can see the theater. And there's the stage, as if you were standing in the yard. Next, we'll explore the middle gallery and the upper gallery. This is what it would look like for people who had a little bit more money. It cost more to sit here because there were actual seats. There was a roof to protect audience members from the weather, and you had a much better view of the stage than if you were standing in the yard. Somewhere in the gallery there was a place called the Lord's Room. This is like sitting in box seats at a sporting event. This was a separate area for royalty if they ever came to see a play. Those are the seats that the people would sit in, and this is the view from the middle gallery. We will now go back and see the view from the upper gallery. Here's the view from the upper gallery. The Globe Theatre used color-coded flags to advertise what type of play was to be performed. A red flag for a history play, a white flag for a comedy play, and a black flag for a tragedy play. There were no actresses or no females performing at the Globe Theatre or any other theatre at the time. Female roles were played by young boys, as theatre stages were considered too risky for females. The Globe Theatre burnt down in 1613, when a special effect on stage went wrong. No one was hurt except for a man whose burning trousers were put out with a bottle of beer. Those are the important facts about the Globe Theatre. Please make sure that you have filled out your graphic organizer on each part of the Globe Theatre. You can replay the video or skip to any part you may have missed.